Hey, welcome back to Spirit-Seer Tarot. This is George Arnold with you with a message from the spirits and my spirit guides and yours and anybody here tuned in. It's a really special reading today. It's a kind of a happy birthday to the new mooners, people that were born on the new moon. It's a good one. It's also the moon is in Cancer, so you can't beat that for a reading to get started. And then even more, it's a coffee cup reading. I'm going to do that as well. So let's get started here. Let's talk about the new moon. The new moon phase. What it's all about is, again, it's all about new beginnings and getting started again. But this is even special one. Like I said, it's a new moon is in Cancer. Cancer, let me just read this to you. People born on, I looked it up. I said, let me just check this out because I felt very special. I don't know why with this reading it was meaning a lot, but people born on, I almost can't see. What did I do with that? I don't need it. Let me just say it. People born on a new moon, especially the Cancer, it's a water sign, and it's a very special reading for people born in water sign. That's Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Well, needless to say, all these people are people born on this particular day. They have their characteristics they're kind of emotional. Of course, they're water sign, but what's really interesting they've got some things really going from them. They're real observant. They're very emotional. They can be very emotional people, but this is true of all the water signs. But Cancer is family oriented. They're just beautiful people. I'm a water sign too. They're sensitive and they're intuitive. They're family oriented. They the family is very important to them. It's just some of the things it's their holiday, and especially it's a double kind of day if you were born on today, which is, of course, a new moon in Cancer. Also, what's happening around here is that the sun is in Cancer. It just went into Cancer, so the sun and the moon are in your sign if you're Cancer. But today is special because it's a new moon, and the new moon is all about beginning, so you can really start something. As I kept reading and praying and meditating, I do all them kind of things, and I was sitting up here because it just came to me, you need to do a reading today. Just go ahead and read the cards and see what's happening. Well, what comes out is that it's a very good time for you to meet somebody, to open up a little bit. Sometimes, I don't know who you are, just if you listen to this channel, it's got something to do with you. This is the time that you can kind of open up and meet somebody. If you're open or willing, they just kind of come to you. You're attracting it. It's just, love is in the air. How that song, love is in the air. It just happens. You can't help it if you open up. If you want to, you can do that. It's also a new moon, and what a new moon is, it's time for beginning, time to plan. Look ahead, and you can plan. Things are really solid. I always like to say, it's a new moon. When it's a new moon, it's dark. You can't see all the moon. It's not illuminated very well. And so what happens what you do in the dark, you can plan and nobody knows, it's your secret, other than me being a water sign Pisces, of course, and, all other Pisces, water signs and so forth, Scorpios and Cancers, how we hold things in. It's emotional stuff. It's very emotional. But this is the time where you can kind of let your emotions listen to them, listen with your heart, open up, and you can do it. It can happen. Like you can really fall in love or meet somebody, rekindle. It's just for whatever reason, it's even stronger right now. I guess because for you Cancers, the sun is in alignment with the moon. And your emotions are really strong, and your feelings, your chances of meeting somebody. And not only that, Jupiter, which is lucky, it's good luck, Jupiter is in Cancer. Guess what? That ain't happened in 10 years, So I want to go so far as to say, you remember this movie Moonstruck? Boom, the moon is out there. Well, the moon is dark right now, but it's going to be light. It's going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. Things are going to come to light. Whatever's been messing with you or bothering you, this is the time for romance. You can kind of, right now, just kind of mellow. Just be mellow, because you might meet somebody if you haven't already met them. Okay, this is the way that kind of works for you. So, without further ado, look, if you're enjoying any of this content, I wish you would punch a like. That's what they do. Everybody else do it. I'm asking you, please, go ahead and punch a like if you like what I'm talking about. And then the other thing, subscribe if you want to get some notifications when I'm going to do another one. I would like that so much. Now, let's get to the good part. Okay. I did a coffee cup reading again. I like my coffee cups. And believe it or not, it's talking about the same thing this new moon's talking about, okay? I want to show you, I got to show you, it's, there they are. There they are. Look there. You see, they're dogs again, okay? I don't know why. I see two dogs, but one of them got a dress on. It's going all the way over. See the dog right there, the bigger dog. That's a girl dog. I know it is. She a dog, okay? They call them other things, but she's really nice. That's what they just call dogs. I ain't gonna say the word, but that's what they call them. When it's a dog. So we're going to say this is a really nice lady dog. And over on the other side, there's another dog. He's kind of looking at her like, hey, what your name is? What your name is? That's what the other one's doing right over there. See? Okay. Now, we're going to go a little bit further. And I'm going to say down here in the cup, I think she got a baby on the way, or she ain't telling about the baby or something. That's something going on about a baby, because that looks like a little baby dog, a puppy. A puppy, that's what they call a puppy's down there. I can see the puppy, but the puppy comes with some news. It's some news. Can you see that envelope there? That letter? It's a letter there. And then right next to his eye, things that sometimes we don't see things quite clearly, but when you see that eye, what the eye means to me, something's going to come to light. This is a new moon, and it's dark, but something's going to come to light about what this woman got under her dress. Okay? That's what I think. That's what I feel. So as I keep on looking, all kind of stuff in here. Just all kind of stuff. All in somebody's business. I'm so glad I'm in somebody's business. I'm telling you, this is a love reading, I guess, because everything looks really good, because under the dress also, I see a sun. Do you see what I mean? The sun, can you see that sun? It's a bright sun. And what the sun means is, everything is coming up roses. It's just beautiful. It's the light is on it, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. The sun is out. It's coming out. All you got to do, these two people, okay, is communicate. Just talk to each other, because love is in the air. It'll work out. Whatever, if it was a dilemma or something y'all was having, an argument or whatever, hey, talk it out, because this is the time. This is the time for love is in the air. Okay? That's what the cup is telling me. Now, that was just a little twinkling of what love is in the air, because your moon reading, this is your sign. I just pulled this card. I pulled it out of the deck because, this reading's all about you, and this is the new moon in Cancer. So this, all you birthday people, what is it saying? It says you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. Now that may sound like, what do you mean? We safe or whatever, No, it means more than that. What it's really telling you is this, is that you're safe to open up, open up and talk to each other. It's all about family or ones close to you. This is a very private thing, what your private emotions, us water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, we're all very sensitive and a little bit, emotional about stuff, and we don't always tell it out. You just kind of hold stuff in. But this is the time to open up and let love flow in, because you and somebody else, very privately, only you and them know how you feel. This is all about feeling. Cancers, all y'all Cancers out there, you're a little more, your intuition and all of us right now, all of us were signs. Our intuition is kind of working with us better, just because the sun is in alignment with a water sign, which is Cancer, okay? So would you just go ahead and open up whatever you're feeling, feel it. You're safe. That's what this is saying. You're safe doing that right now, because everything is going your way, all right? And like I said, love is in there. This is a good, I don't usually pick up love readings that quick, but this is all about love and romance and, a little, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. You can do, it's all in there, okay? That's where we're at right now. What I did is I wanted to see what's coming our way. What's happening to us. Can you see that? It says a new romantic cycle begins. Okay? So if you ain't met nobody, you know somebody, just go ahead and feel safe and say, hey, I really like you, or, do like what that lady does. She say, what your name is, what your name is, you can do all that. So, this is the time. Now, look down here. It says a new romantic cycle begins. Well, I think you might be meeting somebody. If you don't know somebody, you don't know them, or if you do know them, open up. Go ahead and, feel free. Okay? That's what that means. You might meet somebody too. Okay. Now, this here is what the moon is trying to tell you. How they say, somebody trying to tell you something, well, here you go. This is what they're telling you. It says emotions are running high. This is a super moon. I don't know why every night. Well, I don't need to know why, or you don't either, for that matter. But it's nice to know. Some moons are super moons, and they're extra bright for whatever reason. They're brighter, but this is a super moon, a full moon that's really bright. Okay, what that means is like everything is really illuminated. The emotions are really high. You really feel it, passionate. I want to say the word passion. Like the moon is trying to go ahead and be passionate. It's out here. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. You can do this. It's happening for you right now. The moon is trying to tell you. If you're thinking about somebody romantic or something like that, do it. If you know what's wrong, you can fix it. Everything is kind of nice for you. And like I said, Jupiter is in your sign right now, and it don't happen but every 10 years. So I guess that's why I'm saying this is a love reading. If everyone I've ever gave one, this is a love reading. If you're looking for somebody, or if things weren't working out, this is the time you can work it out. Just boom. This is all go. This is all good. If that's what you're looking for. If it's on the job, if you're thinking about work and career and stuff, everything is going really good. What it's telling me then about that kind of stuff is that it's a time to succeed. You can do that. You are a Cancer and it's in your sign. So this is the time to succeed and move forward, because it is a new moon. It's the time to plant. You can follow through with your plans and you can do it. Okay, now, this is kind of the outcome of this. It's a full moon, and it says, surrender to the divine. Some things what that means to me, what Spirit's telling me to tell you. Again, it's a full moon. Full moon, everything is illuminated. If you don't know, see, we are a moon sign here. Pisces is, Cancer is, all of us are moon sign. Sometimes the moon is kind of the card where, some things are hid or mysterious and you don't see them very clearly. Well, when it's a full moon, it's illuminated. We're very spiritual or water sign, the feminine side. There's a negative and a positive. You got to have them both. The duality of life, of everything it's balance. That Libra card about romance, Libra is all about balance and so forth. So what it's telling you is that all you got to do is balance that romance, because it's coming at you. Go ahead and take a chance. That duality, man, female, all in pronouns. It's a she and a he, or a negative and a positive. There's a balance there. We're all along that line somewhere. We always need somebody to balance us out. So it's in there, like romance is in there. But this is saying surrender to the divine. So it's about your spirituality as well. Sometimes you can just open up because it's showing you. It'll guide you if you just listen to that intuition, that inner peace, the higher self in you. You are a part of all. You're part of the divine. You're a part of the all. Thank you, kind spirit. This is a reading and a half for you. So don't worry. Sometimes you feel like you're by yourself. Not right now. Okay? So just go ahead and take a chance. Open up and let somebody, love you up a little bit. And you love somebody up. Then what I did, I said to myself, self, why don't you pull one of these angel number cards. It's a deck I got here. I just got it and I like it. It's kind of an oracle deck, but it's all about angel numbers. Well, I pulled this one for this reading, and it's 1818. Did you see that? And guess what it said? It said success, achievement, striving forward, prosperity, luck. Now, that sounds fun. I'm going to read this whole thing for you, just so you know what it really means. Because it just goes with this reading. I just shuffled them and pulled a card, but this is it. I need to put my glasses on here. Okay, wow. It says, wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experience. The right people and sources will be put in your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming. You're destined for greatness. 1818, And what's even better than that? Especially if you've been seeing that number, You see 18, or you're seeing 18s all over the place. That's what it is. But it's also saying, going with this new moon, a change is coming, excellent proposals, it's all about this reading. It's telling you the same thing. But since I pulled that card and I wasn't with you all, I'm going to pull another one. I'm going to shuffle them and say, because that was for all of us. That's the way I feel about that one. But this one here, let's just see what's happening. Oh my! I'm just gonna pull one. I ain't gonna take it from the top. I'm gonna pull it right. This one just looked right to me. Feels. Let's see what it is. 0404. Okay. This is for. It says, slow down. Balance, power, struggle, force, violence, hope, authorities, ancestral restlessness, low vibrations, warning. Okay. Your emotions and stuff. This is good reading for some of you. Some of you out there, you just need to watch yourself. Let me just read it to you. Pay close attention to the people in your life. That's what this thing is saying. People close to you, very private, close to you, very privately. Your surroundings and your physical. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Okay. Now you know who this person is. Somebody close to you. So this reading is saying you can open up, but let let it out, because any dilemmas right now, your thing is it's going to come to the light anyway. You seen this woman in the cup? I told you she getting a letter. Okay, that's what the Spirit's telling me. Getting a letter or a message, or, it could be good news probably. And I told you I saw a little puppy down there. I don't know who you are, but somebody out there, is a puppy on the way? I don't know. But she got news for you, buddy. But the sun is out and it's good news. It's good news. And, but you gotta just, sometimes you ever talk over people, they ain't listen to you. This is the time you need to just kind of listen, and you know what the dilemma is, but you can fix it now. That's what this new moon reading is all about. Hey, if you enjoyed this reading, I'm going to ask y'all one more time, please punch a like on. Let me know what you like. If I'm doing what I do, what Spirit tells me to do. So I hope hope Spirit's saying something for you. Hey, thank you for coming to Dream Spirit-Seer Tarot. And I'm George, and I'm glad I was here. Hey, again, punch a like if you like the content. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.